In the previous video I showed the replacement of this relay rod. Now the problem at hand is that it's very slightly different to the previous one. I mean, it's probably only about a millimetre or so, but the result is that the toe-in has now changed. So what I'm going to illustrate here is how I've readjusted that. There's clamps here which allow you to adjust the tie rod distance. So simply by loosening the clamps and rotating the sleeve there, you can change the tie rod distance. So the principle I'm going to use, I've got these two laboratory retort stands with clamps, courtesy of a laboratory where I used to work. And the principle of this is we're going to use these as the measuring markers, if you like. So by placing a tape measure between these 2 points, we can see, just for illustrative purposes, 370 millimeters distance. So if we use these 2 points at the same part of the tyre, then it's possible to do a measurement at the front of the tyres and at the back of the tyres and then work out the toe-in. So I'll just show how that's set up now. So here I've got the clamp set up on the passenger side and at the driver's side. So looking at this one, you can see that the centre part of the tread has no run out, which is exactly what we want. So I've got the end of the retort stand clamp sort of inserted, if you like, in that groove. So that's one measurement point. And on the driver's side, the same setup. So the next thing is to measure the distance between the 2 points, and that will give us the front measurement. Now the tape measure is between the 2 points, and I can measure off here for the front distance, which happens to be, because I've already done this previously, is 1349 millimeters. Now the clamps and the stands are set up at the back of the tyre. Of course, I should say that both clamps are set exactly at the same height. And coming around to the driver's side, I've already laid out the tape measure, and the distance is 1353 millimeters. So subtracting 1349 gives us 4 millimeters, so it's in specification. Now, as to what height you should set these up, the higher the better, up to, well, as close to the centre point of the tyre as possible, but you've got to allow for things underneath the car which might get in the way. So yeah, as high up as possible, which allows you to still clear everything. So yeah, that's the simple way of doing your toe-in adjustment.